Focus continues to be on the Prajwal Revanna controversy that has rocked Karnataka, and our panelists continue to be on the broadcast with us. Dhruv Jatti, I'll of course come back with you now because this is of course a lot of controversy that has erupted across Karnataka, and the Congress is now directly blaming the BJP and the JDS for it. Now the question that our panelists, the other co-panelists of yours that were asking before we slipped into the break was, the Congress candidate from Hassan clearly spoke about this particular fact that there was a pen drive about the Prajwal Revanna. There was a pen drive of him clearly available. There was, of course, a lot of other statements also coming to the fore about the Congress having prior knowledge about this. If all of this was the case, why did the Congress wait till the elections to take an action? Why is this entire controversy now erupting after the elections have begun? Why wasn't an action taken right exactly at the moment when the Congress found out that there were pen drives of Prajwal Revanna out there?
Ashish, in Karnataka politics, if you look, this politics of pen drives, CDs, etc., are quite common. And I'm sure you must have heard about this over the past 5-10 years quite often, the word of pen drives and CDs being used everywhere. Now, the question here is that this remained a rumor for a very long time. And when substantial evidence was found, it came into picture. And the bigger question, what I want to ask you is, you speak about the Congress having evidence, but when you have somebody who's directly linked with the case, that is the driver, who states that the pen drive was given to the Bharatiya Janata Party's member in Hassan, why isn't the question being raised to the Bharatiya Janata Party as to, why the video was leaked to other people? That should be the bigger question. The entire evidence was handed over from Revanna's driver to a Bharatiya Janata Party member. This is a bigger question. And I think the more we dwell on the politics of this, the more the merit of the case and the justice of the woman gets undermined. It's very important that it's a very sensitive case, a very sensitive issue. And the districts that you come from, that is Hassan, Mysore, Mandya, these are places where, it's not easy. And women these days have to find their way in a very tough situation. So it's important that we keep their fundamental rights and their duties to the highest order before we make any statements. I completely, with all the regards that I have for
right, Mr. Naveen Chomal wants Naveen Chomal wants to counter you there. Mr. Naveen Chomal, go ahead.
No, I want to come in.
See, there is no denial about the fact about the respect for the woman. Woman's respect should be protected and the law and order should be maintained. But the law and order is the issue of the state government. So the incident allegedly happened during the time when the Congress and JDS were in power together.
Naveen Chomal, did you have access to those videos that time?
Undisputed
did you have access to those videos that time?
The ball goes to the
Mr. Chomal, 4-5 years he stayed only by Prajwal Revanna.
The videos were available to him 6 months back or 4 months back. So why did no action was taken during that period? Why did
a letter had been written to the Prime Minister,
Mr. Naveen Chomal, are you trying to say that the BJP, Mr. Naveen Chomal, are you trying to say that the Congress is now giving the BJP back after the entire controversy of Neha Hiremat? Are you trying to say that the Congress is now giving it back to the BJP?
Ashish, who had the video in December? The driver gave it to whom? Whose hands was it in? Who wrote a letter to B.Y. Vijayendra? Who was that person?
Mr. Dhruv Jatti, again, the allegation coming here is the fact that initially the Congress was basing its entire politics on the letter by the BJP leader, and as soon as people started pointing out that the letter also talks about the Congress leaders having the video, immediately the focus the Congress shifted was on the driver who's not speaking about the Congress. So again here the allegation coming from the other side is that the Congress here is doing a politics of convenience and is trying to give it back because the BJP went on full throttle as far as the Neha Hiremat case is concerned, and now the Congress feels that it also has a major issue at hand during election season. So this is, of course, the opposition now saying that the Congress is trying to politicize this issue, and if you are in power in Karnataka, why aren't you carrying out an investigation and then speaking instead of politicizing this?
Ashish, like I said, an SIT probe has been formed. The case of Neha Hiremat and the case of these women that go in thousands are quite different in nature, and both cases are going to be taken to court, and the state government
but they're not obliging us by doing the SIT probe
to these women. Excuse me?
Right, go on, Mr. Jatti, go on. Mr. Jatti, go on. Make a point.